think right now Microsoft has a very big problem on their hands with the Xbox, and that is the perception, that is the messaging that comes across with Xbox. And it's really unfortunate situation because I feel like they've had some decent hardware for the past like 7 years or so, but the main problem is their way of communicating this with fans has been nothing short of piss poor. And like, I hate to put it that bluntly, but it just honestly is, and it continues to be so. And so what I've noticed on social media lately is a couple of things, right? Like in the past, when you'd see people like tweet or whatever, or on social media like Instagram, talk about Xbox. Xbox was, it was an exciting thing. People were like, "Oh man, I can't wait, man! The showcase is going to be great. We're going to be seeing some amazing exclusives and this and that. It's going to be amazing." And now, whenever you see some kind of pro Xbox post, which are very few and far between, by the way, it's realistically a situation where we are kind of looking at things in a very much more forced way. Like when you see people trying to hype up Xbox, it's very much a forced way. Like I have this person who nonstop tweets me, and I try to be a good guy about it. It's just like, look, I'm an Xbox fan, but I'm tired of the talking, right? If they're going to do something great, then they're going to do something great. I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, this channel is built off of talking about news and stuff, but at the end of the day, they need to go out there and deliver something. And I think that's going to be sort of the difference maker in the future, where Xbox is concerned. Now, for me personally, is that going to happen? I don't know. I take a kind of wait and see attitude towards it. But like I said, you see the stuff that's really forced, and there used to be like fun. I would say consider quote unquote fun console wars, like people like Tim Dog or J Dub, one side or the other. We'd be joking back and forth about different things, and now there's just none of that. It's like the console wars are kind of done and over with, and at the end of the day, it just is. I think really nobody wins when that happens, when there's not that competition there. So you have Microsoft's messaging, which has been really terrible. You have a lot of people, myself included, feeling like, that you were a part of something for a very long time, and now it's like, you feel kind of used for that. Like Phil Spencer rarely tweets anymore, but he used to interact with a lot of fans and things. I think maybe Sarah Bond has taken over that kind of role, but I also think that they're kind of setting her up to replace him at some point. And my opinion is that's going to happen probably sometime this year, or maybe early next year. Like I could see something like that happening. For me personally, I think it's just replacing one snake with another. I have no fond feeling for her. I think that, to be quite honest with you, I think that a lot of people in Microsoft are just basically hired to to kind of toe that same line. It just kind of is what it is. And at the end of the day, Microsoft has really kind of, I think, disappointed a lot of the fans. They've really kind of disappointed people like me. I think it's realistically just something that I feel like, as a gamer and someone who's been a part of Xbox for so long, it just kind of hurts, and I hope that they kind of get something going in a way, because for me personally, I feel like they have a lot to offer that they can offer. But when somebody starts tweeting at me or saying stuff like, "Oh, well, you know what, Xbox is like they're making more money than ever, and they're doing this and they're doing that," I'm like, listen. Then Microsoft isn't doing anything. Them making people sign in on a PlayStation or a Nintendo into an Xbox account to drive their faux engagement numbers isn't impressive. Them making more money by spending $100 billion to get the biggest IP and the biggest publishers in gaming, and being third party, that's not impressing me. That doesn't, you know what I mean? What would have impressed me? Them actually giving a damn about the console and hyping that thing up. So is that something that's ever going to happen? Like, I don't even know. I to be honest, I kind of doubt it. I kind of take it day by day, but I think console gaming is possibly on the way out. And I don't mean that it's going to be on the way out like in the next year or two. I think that it's just one of those things where hardware is expensive to make, and it just doesn't. I don't think Microsoft really wants to do it. I think some of the things that they're hyping up, like this improved backwards compatibility and stuff, I think what they're trying to do is possibly set it up to where they don't have to make the hardware. Like third parties can make hardware that support quote unquote Xbox licensed games or whatever. I think that's going to be a really crappy thing, to be honest with you. And at the end of the day, I feel like their messaging just has really kind of hurt the brand more than it ever was hurt with Don Matrick, and I hate to be that guy, but it's just true. The whole thing with Don Matrick has been pretty sad, to say the least. And for me personally, I feel like they've kind of let me down as a longtime fan since day one. I've been a fan of Xbox for a very long time, and it just does feel like they just don't care about the platform anymore. I wish that they did. I wish that it was something that that they could prove that they cared about it, but it's just honestly just comes across most of the time as they kind of pander or whatever to the fan base, and that's really sad, to say the least. So I hope that they decide to kind of change up what's happening in the future, but I also hope that they go out and they change some things to draw people back to the platform, because consoles do have some kind of something special about them, and there's something that people really like. I know that it's like, if you're not happy with the group of people that are gaming, which, they always bring up these billions of gamers, it's like these people would have been found already, or found a way to game if they really wanted to, right? Like, there's just different types of gamers. Some of them are phone gamers. Good. You got mobile division now. Maybe you can reach some of them with that. But I think by putting your games on PlayStation or putting your games on Nintendo, aren't growing gaming the way that they're trying to claim it is. So it's kind of one of those situations for me personally anyway, where you just kind of look at it and you go, oh, that's kind of bullshit. So I don't know, I it's kind of a strange situation, but the obvious thing that I take away from Microsoft right now is their messaging has been and continues to be really, really, really bad. And they don't really give anybody a straight answer when it comes to a lot of this stuff. So I hope that they do. It would be nice to see that happen. I don't expect it. I expect them to kind of continue to be kind of shady and stuff like that. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I appreciate it. Hope you guys all have a great day. If you enjoy the content, remember, I'm Crap Gamer. This has been Crap Gamer Reviews. Rack 'em up. Crap Gamer out.